Hello and welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview on NewsX. We're in conversation today with filmmaker Dushyant Sridhar. Dushyant is an accomplished public speaker, and he is producing and directing a film in Sanskrit for not just the Indian audience, but for the international audience. The film is called Shakuntalam. We're going to be talking about it over the course of the next 10 of 12 minutes. Joining us, of course, Dushyant, welcome. Thank you so much for being with us.
Namaskaram.
Let me begin with you, just to talk about this, magnum opus of yours, a very, different kind of film in Sanskrit, in our mother tongue. What made you decide to make this film completely in Sanskrit, and that too on this tale of Shakuntala, written by the renowned poet and writer Tulsidas?
So, in our ancient Vedic civilization, which is still in continuity, Udayji, we have multiple languages and beautiful languages, right from, if I begin from the south of Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, name the language. It is so beautiful, for it is being blessed with literature. But that being said, when we talk about our Vedic civilization on the whole, be it the Vedas, the Upanishads, and later Srimad Ramayanam by Valmiki, Sri Mahabharatam by Vyasa, and the Puranas, and the literature by Kalidasa, Bharavi, Bhavabhuti, Sri Harsha, they're all in Sanskritam. So, though we may all agree that we don't speak that language, be it your name, my name, or people around us whom our hands can reach, they all have names in Sanskritam. And the West has also recognized the importance of this classical language, so much so that the words like karma, guru, mantra, all of this yoga, they've all become like regular English words. So I thought, why not give prominence to a language which our Vedic civilization has respected a lot, but it may not be in the work today. So that was the reason for choosing Sanskritam as a language. And second thing, with respect to Shakuntalam, it is said, Kavyeshu Natakam Ramyam Tasya Ramya Shakuntala. Of the various forms of literature that we've bequeathed from our ancestors, drama, play, is the most beautiful of them all. And amongst the plays, it is said that Shakuntalam tops it all. So, Kavyeshu Natakam Ramyam Tasya Ramya Shakuntala. So, while I wouldn't say the word disadvantage, but of course, I'm using a less spoken language like Sanskritam. I'm a debut director. Of course, my team is not. So in that case, I thought I should have some strong factor, and that is Shakuntalam. Okay. So much so that it was the first work to be translated in English, literary work to be translated in English in 1789.
Right. And, if we talk about, of course, though, the reach of the film, as I said earlier, it's not just for the Indian audience, it's for international audience as well, because there's an international acceptability of Sanskrit. But how do you believe the response will be? Because a lot of people have learnt it maybe in school, but not many people speak Sanskrit today.
So I was under the same impression until Squid Game proved me wrong. So people by the bylanes of Mylapore in Chennai, or in the hamlet of Malleshwaram in Bangalore, or in Kurla in Bombay, Squid Game is trending. So it is not even dubbed in one of the Indian languages. They have still maintained that in Korean with English subtitles. Yeah. So with the advent of OTT platforms, and then with globalization, when people admire genuine creative work, be it of any language, which is Korean, Chinese, Mandarin, Greek, and Turkish, I feel that Sanskritam will be accepted by the Indian community with open hands. Just that we don't have too many precedents. Okay. So there's not too many movies in the sample space of 160,000 movies made in Indian cinema. This may be the 10th Sanskrit movie, so this is barely negligible. Yeah. But I'm sure audience will be a lot more inquisitive. Of course, they may not understand a large section of it, but I feel more than Korean or Japanese, they will understand Sanskritam.
Okay, and if we talk about the challenges, what were the challenges, the obstacles, that you faced while ideating and filming?
Learning process, of course. Because first of all, this is a language which everybody respects, but we don't speak day in and day out. So I had to train the 40 plus major cast members in Sanskrit over Zoom workshop for over 2 months.
Yeah.
So they had to memorize the dialogue. So there is nobody to prompt the dialogues at the end. So they will have to dub for themselves. And of course, we were shooting in the pandemic time. So we had to obtain permission. Then the government had to give permission. We had to be careful that nobody should fall sick. Because as a small budget movie, we cannot afford to shoot and reshoot. So these were the challenges. But of course, the grace of all acharyas and well-wishers like you and your channel, I'm sure we could successfully complete.
Yes. Tell us a bit about your team. You were just telling us, of course, about your cast that you had to make, familiarize them with Sanskrit. Tell us a bit about your team, your cast who are behind this project, Dushyant.
So some primary people. One is, of course, my very good friend Srinivas Kanna in Chennai. Both of us have together set up Deshika Daya Productions, and we are producing the movie with the help of our facilitators. And I have directed the movie. Besides us, we have a very, very strong and a very enthusiastic and a very rich cast. So we have the 5-time National Award winning editor B. Lennon as our editor. We have the 2-time National Award winning audiographer A.S. Lakshmi Narayanan as our audiographer. The National Award winning makeup chief Pattanam Rashid as our makeup chief. The Sangeet Natak Academy Award winning recipient, as well as the great grandson of the freedom fighter Subramanya Bharati as our music director. His name is Rajkumar Bharati. Academy Award winning Life of Pi sound recordist Sai Shravanam as our music producer. A very aesthetic designer Lakshmi Srinath, a very seasoned designer as our costume designer. So we have had a very, very rich and a very strong technical team. And cast, of course, we have a mix of both debuts as well as seasoned people like YG Mahendra, Mohan Raman, TV Varadarajan, and SM Shivakumar. And of course, we have Payal Vijay Shetty from Mumbai. She has debuted as Shakuntala, Shubham Jaibir Shehrawat from Kurukshetra and Haryana as Dushyanta, and a lot of other new talents. Okay. So it's a very rich team
quite an
that
ensemble,
I have.
Quite an ensemble, of course. But you know what's also striking is the fact that it's not just that the film is Sanskrit, that it's showcasing our language to the world, but you've also chosen to have the lyrics also. From our Indian culture. There's of course also various dance forms that you're showing through the choreography in the film.
Sure.
Also yoga is being showcased. So a lot of various aspects of India and our culture and heritage in your film. Isn't that correct?
Very, very true. So we are a very, very colorful and a very vibrant civilization. With the colors itself, you can see. So we are showcasing 4 different kinds of architecture. My namaskarams to the Archaeological Survey of India for the 75th year of Indian independence. They made such cultural movies shoot in their sites for free. So we availed that offer. We have shot in Badami, Aihole, Pattadakkal in North Karnataka, which is showcasing Chalukyan architecture. Somanathapura in the south of Karnataka, showcasing Hoysala architecture. Lepakshi in Andhra Pradesh, showcasing Vijayanagar architecture. Tiger Caves in Chennai, near Chennai, which showcases Pallavan architecture. So there are 4 kinds of architecture that we are showcasing. Okay. We have chosen 40 ragas from Carnatic and Hindustani styles of music. We have used the ancient instruments, be the percussion or the stringed instruments. Then we have showcased 4 different dance forms. One is Bharatanatyam, second is Odissi, third is Mohiniyattam, movements from these dances, and we have showcased a folk dance form of Karnataka called Yakshagana. And besides the dialogues, which are primarily 95% in Sanskritam and 5% in Prakritam, we have chosen lyrics for the songs from Tamil, Tirukkural. Then we have chosen a padam in Telugu, a padam, a Shringara composition from Malayalam, then Avadhi from Ramacharita Manas, Goswami Tulsidas' Ramacharita Manas. And besides this, for the 75th year of Indian independence, we procured khadi, hand-woven fabric, from Gandhigram and from all the weavers, hand-weaving weavers. And we have dyed them in natural dyes like carrot, beetroot, indigo leaves, onion, and we've used only khadi for the movie. So be it textiles, music, dance forms, architecture, we have tried to make this as a fulcrum. And of course, yoga as well. Some very tough asanas like Trivikramasana, Vatayanasana, and so on.
Well, truly, of course, a showcasing of India in your film. We wish you all the very best. Dushyant, Sridhar, thank you so much for joining us in your music.
Thank you so much, Ajay.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.